The relentless winds of the Rocky Mountains screamed through the pines as snowflakes swirled in chaotic patterns, reducing visibility to mere feet. Inside the Park County Search and Rescue Headquarters, veteran officer Sarah Carter tightened the straps on her insulated boots while her partner, a golden retriever named Max, paced restlessly beside her. The normally composed 5-year-old rescue dog had been unsettled since before dawn, his muscular frame tense, his intelligent brown eyes scanning the horizon with uncommon intensity. His thick golden coat rippled with each impatient movement, his breath forming quick puffs of vapor in the frigid air. The call had come in just after daybreak, a missing vehicle reported near Bear Ridge Pass, likely lost during the previous night's brutal blizzard. Commander Reynolds, his face etched with the fatigue of 30 years of mountain rescues, spread a topographic map across the hood of a snowcat. Witnesses spotted taillights disappearing near mile marker 42, he said, his gravelly voice barely audible over the howling wind. No confirmation on occupants, but we've got a blue sedan with Colorado plates unaccounted for. He glanced at the darkening sky, where leaden clouds promised another punishing storm. We've got 6 hours, maybe less, before conditions become untenable. Sarah knelt beside Max, running her fingers through the dense fur around his collar. She could feel the subtle vibration of his muscles, the way his ears twitched at sounds no human could detect. "What is it, boy?" she murmured. "You know something we don't?" Max responded by nudging her gloved hand with his wet nose, his gaze locked on the eastern ridge beyond their assigned search grid. As the team deployed, Max strained against his harness with unprecedented determination. "He's never been this insistent," Sarah remarked to Jake Wilson, the team's senior paramedic, as they trudged through knee-deep snow. Against protocol but trusting her partner's instincts, Sarah radioed in their deviation from the search pattern and followed Max across a frozen creek, its ice cracking ominously beneath their weight. The golden retriever moved with single-minded purpose, his powerful legs driving through snowdrifts that reached his chest. After nearly an hour of arduous climbing, Max suddenly froze, his entire body rigid with concentration. Then came the signal, 3 sharp echoing barks that sliced through the mountain's silence. Through the swirling whiteout, Sarah spotted a glint of metal. A silver SUV, its roof crushed like an aluminum can, lay partially buried in a snowdrift, nearly invisible against the monochromatic landscape. Max pawed frantically at the rear passenger door, his claws scraping against frozen metal as he issued his unmistakable live find alert. Using hydraulic spreaders, the team peeled back the wreckage to reveal a scene that would haunt them all. In the back seat, wrapped snugly in a man's heavy parka, sat 2-year-old Liam Peterson. His cheeks rosy with cold but his breathing steady. The child clutched a well-loved stuffed bear, its fur matted with snowmelt. The driver's seat was empty, its position suggesting the occupant had been thrown clear during the violent roll down the mountainside. Following Max's insistent lead, they found Liam's father, David Peterson, 50 yards uphill, his body half buried beneath a fallen ponderosa pine. Despite a compound fracture in his right leg and severe hypothermia, the 34-year-old accountant had managed to crawl nearly 100 vertical feet through chest-deep snow before collapsing. In his frozen hand, he still clutched his son's favorite blanket, a blue fleece with rocket ships, as if determined to deliver it to rescuers. At Park County Medical Center weeks later, David would recall only fragments through the haze of pain and trauma drugs. The skid on black ice. The terrifying sensation of weightlessness as the SUV left the road. The crushing impact as it rolled down the ravine. Most vividly, he remembered unbuckling Liam from his car seat, wrapping him in every available layer and whispering, "Daddy will be right back with help," before beginning his agonizing climb. Sarah visited often during David's recovery, always accompanied by Max. The golden retriever seemed to understand his role in this miracle, resting his head gently on Liam's hospital bed while the toddler giggled and tugged at his ears. "You know," David said during one visit, his voice thick with emotion as he scratched behind Max's ears, "when I was lying under that tree certain I was dying, I heard barking. I thought I was hallucinating until I saw your flashlight beam." He turned to Sarah, his eyes glistening. "That sound, Max's barking, was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard." Sarah looked at her partner, his tail thumping contentedly against the hospital floor. Some bonds, she reflected, transcended training and logic. Some connections defied all explanation. And sometimes, when the mountains claimed their pound of flesh and hope seemed lost, miracles came on 4 legs, wearing a golden coat and an unshakable resolve. Have you ever witnessed an animal's extraordinary intuition or bravery? Share your remarkable stories in the comments below. If this incredible rescue moved you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring tales of courage and devotion. And tell us, where in the world are you watching from today?